Where I am now, better than before. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 Studio, WMBA 88.9 FM, all you have to do is go to Everette's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com, WPCE 1400 or 1350 AM, and click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning. Mr. E, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WPCE 1400 AM, WMBA 88.9. Good morning, Acromat and Maryland.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout you out later on.
You should like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Go over to YouTube, Cristo Records 1, CRISTO Records 1, and we will shout you out. Make sure you say something, comment, share, tell folk about FYI Radio Show.
Wow, do that now.
Woo, Mr. E is Fun Friday.
That's right, it is Fun Friday, and the weekend is here.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like the weekend to me.
Wow.
I think because of Monday, Monday is New Year's, and it just seemed like things, just fell into another little space for me anyway. It feels like a Thursday. I woke up, I was like, oh, that's right, it's the weekend. So what's going on for the weekend with you, Miss Steve?
Well, I'm trying to stay dry because Brother Man said it's gonna rain this
I
weekend,
didn't know that.
and it's gonna be chilly cold.
What about the snow that was supposed to be coming to the northeast? Is that still a thing?
I think so because I heard it's gonna hit up there in the DC and the Richmond area first. But all we gonna get is some rain.
Well, they're telling us that we need a little snow. We haven't had it for over 600 and something days.
Let it snow.
Ooh,
Let it snow.
I'm all right with the cold because it's definitely cold here in the Hampton Roads area today.
Yeah.
We can expect 43. I think that's the highest we can go in the Hampton Roads area. But it's beautiful. The sun is out, and hey, just make sure you have on the warm clothes and your hats, your gloves, and whatnot. You'll make it, and the heat.
That's right. That's right. You'll make it.
Absolutely. So this is our Friday. What's in your closet? Issues concerning women, said Rent. But I tell you what, we have a great topic this week. Are you keeping your New Year resolution?
Yeah.
Mr. E, are you keeping yours?
I'm working at it. I'm working at it.
Wait a minute now. Okay, now, Mr. E, are you keeping? Now, remember, you told us we got you on tape. We say,
bring it back.
woo, we can rewind. We got you on tape. Mr. E, you said you are going to be working out, working hard. Have you started your resolution?
Well, Miss Hinton, what I did, I
Oh,
changed my due date. The date that I'm
uh-oh.
going to start is going to start on the 10th of January, which is Monday.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to start my New Year's resolution, and I'm going to continue to it because I got to lose my
I thought they supposed to start on New Year's Day.
yeah, when I changed it, made it, I can make it like
But
that.
see, that's one of the things we're going to talk about. Keeping that New Year's resolution. But this is the thing: procrastination. You want to make sure that doesn't get in the way and kind of mess up what you're trying to do. The more you put off, the more you're going to put off. But anyway, we have some great tips. We're going to talk about that. New Year's resolution ideas. What are people talking about when they talk about New Year's resolution? You see?
Well, when people talk about New Year's resolutions, they can talk about making a change.
Oh, making
So,
a change.
so many people saying, I'm going to change, I'm going to change, and I'm going to change.
Well, why don't we wait till New Year's for that? I mean, what motivates us for that? To get into that realm of, oh, this is the time. Why not before New Year? Why not, throughout the year? Why not the summer? What motivates us to get into all the hype?
Because they figure that I'm just trying to help them out. So they figure that this is a new start, new year, a
Okay.
new beginning.
New year, new start.
Yeah, a new beginning. So what I'm going to do with my new year, new start, a new beginning, I'm going to make a change.
Okay, that sounds good enough. I tell you what, a lot of people have made resolutions. Some people try to avoid it, but a lot of people set out and they say, "This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make changes." We opened the phone lines, and so many people said, "I want to be better. I want to be different. I want to do things that I want to handle all my finances and things like that." But some of us find ourselves procrastinating and never really making a change. And we're going to find out what we can do to avoid,
That's right. Some of the things that we can do is collaborate with folks and have folks to be a part of what we are doing. Make a few basic plans.
Okay.
Just a cue. Tell Broadway stars when to step on stage. That's the cue. Give yourself a cue.
Okay.
Cue you in. Cue you in, and and then you can start there. A cue.
Oh, make a cue-based plan.
Right, a cue-based plan. A start.
Okay. And what does that mean?
That means when you get ready to do something, you already got the foundation, the basic plan on what you're going to do and how you're going to do it.
Okay. So it's like, all right, almost like a trigger type thing, cue. Give yourself a cue and say, look, it's the weekend, and I promised myself on the weekend, something like that, that I'm gonna work out. Give us a little deeper.
Make a plan. Here's what has to happen. When you make a plan and you make it to the point where I'm going to listen, write it down. Habakkuk couldn't have said it no better. Habakkuk said, write the vision and make it plain. So when you run it on the table and make it plain, then you have something that you can fall back on.
I tell you what, number 2 says consider a penalty clause. Now, I have never thought about that, Mr. E.
That's right.
It may sound sinister, but ensuring you will face some penalty if you don't achieve your New Year's resolution can work wonders. What would you do to yourself? How can you penalize yourself if you don't get a handle on that resolution that you made? What kind of penalty would you put on yourself?
One of the best things that one could ever do is have some folks that's with you. Have some folks that's with you that you can consider make you a cash jar. One of the easy ways to do is to tell a few people about your goal.
Okay.
So you feel ashamed if they check back later.
Okay, so Mr. E, what can we do about you? You don't come up. You already said you will start your
Just
health
pray.
and
Just
fitness.
pray for me.
That is not a penalty.
All you got to do is pray for me. Tell all social media followers with what's up. I made. Yes, I did say I'm going to do it, and yes, I am going to do it.
Okay.
But see, here's the thing about when you step in and making a plan, you got to first of all fuel yourself, motivate yourself.
Okay.
And then you got, if you don't do it, you got to look at your fellow folk, is what they're saying here. Give yourself a penalty of shame. Penalize yourself if you don't do it. However, it is putting cold, hard cash on the table.
Okay.
And
So
there is
penalize.
excellent evidence of cash penalty motivates success.
Okay. So we'll do it like this. Um, how many people are going to actually penalize themselves without doing something? I think it's a good idea, though. I think you can actually, I don't know, honestly, I don't know if paying, putting money in a jar will help, but maybe, look, every time you don't do it, you give someone cash.
We got folks trying to call in just to probably bash me.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's hear from our host.
Good morning.
If you make one, you ought to keep it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But do you think people are sincere?
I was listening to Dr. and he had talked for 2024 and the foolishness that he was going to lose that time.
Now, I'm going to say amen to that because I heard it too. That's why I'm pressing the issue. I'm like, now, wait a minute. It's January the 5th, and you tell me you still talking about what you're going to do next month.
Well,
Look, and we're talking about penalty. I think we need to penalize him and make him pay us. Let's do that. All right, let's see. Ooh,
thank you so much, caller.
I tell you what, thank you so much, Mr. E. Thank you, you too. We're gonna put your feet to the fire, Mr. E. We're not gonna keep hearing you talk about that Dunlap.
That's right.
And guess what? Guess what we've done for you, though, Mr. E. This year, coming up next week, we have Coach Liz, who is a fitness and health guru. She'll be here, and I specifically told her that Mr. E is having a problem staying committed, getting started. So she's going to come on and she's going to motivate you to do what you said you was going to do and get rid of that dumb.
Listen, I know I said it to the whole wide world.
Yes, she did.
So guess what? I told them also the year is not out. That's right. The year is not out, and January is only January the 5th. Today is the 5th, and guess what? I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do, and I want everyone that will give me $20.
We can't give you. You got to give. You got to give. We're going to open the phone lines one day, and every time you say you're going to get it done, we're going to have to our audience. But anyway, I like that. Consider a penalty clause.
That's right. Consider a penalty clause so that anytime you go against, you got to penalize yourself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to I'm queuing everything up. Yes. And by the 10th, by next week, Monday, I'm gonna be back in the gym. I'm gonna take videos and put it out there so everybody could see what I'm
You
doing.
all heard him. But they say that people tend to make the same resolution, and that's one of the problems. Oh, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna change this year. I'm gonna change, and sometimes they find themselves slipping into the same old bad habits. But this is how to commit to your New Year's resolution.
One,
Go ahead, Missy.
and here's how you commit, and it's your cue. How to commit to New Year's resolutions. One is to change the focus.
Yes.
Is to focus on your act.
This change is a process, and processes take time. To make this the year you stick to your resolutions, follow some steps, and we have those steps. Mr. E said one is to focus on starting a new habit rather than quitting an old one. So, what would you do differently, Mr. E? Okay, so you've been promising to work on that, but if you find yourself it being a little hard. What things? How can you kind of like reinvent that thing?
Well, Miss Hinton, these are cues that I got. I'm queuing them up now. That if I should lack on that, I can bounce back. But giving myself some leeway that that I can make an error. I heard so many folks. Now here's the thing. I heard so many folks that they gonna have a fast. They gonna fast this year.
Okay.
And I never seen folks that said they're gonna fast go out and continue to eat. How can that be a fast and you're still eating?
Maybe it's a new style fast. Maybe it's a fast that they can do. Some people fast. They get take
One
away
meal a day,
certain
yeah.
foods. Some people are talking about fasting social media. Some people are talking about the fasting from the TV. So people are really creating their own way of fasting this day. I recommend maybe just go to the scripture and find out what a fast really is. But anyway, discipline, that's not wrong with discipline.
That's
If
right.
you feel like you are indulging in too much social media, then go and move it aside for maybe prayer, meditation, or something better. But another tip that we have listed here is to choose realistic goals that are
the key.
sustainable
That's
for the long
key.
term.
That's right. That's the key. Choose realistic goals. When you choose, you got to be real about what you can do and what you cannot do. If there's any health problems, if you had to go see your doctor, if it's creating a problem, do what you can do to make it make it right. Just like me, I'm committed to myself. I motivated myself, and I have realistic goals of what I want to do. Here's what you cannot do to a person when they make a commitment to themselves. Remember, they made a commitment to themselves.
Yeah.
And so it's all right to have a rah-rah.
It's a rah-rah.
Someone that's going to help encourage you to do. That's what I say. Someone to help encourage you, not someone to tell you the negative, to what they call beat bash you.
Yeah.
So if I make realistic goals that on January the 10th, I'm going to start my Dunlap resume, my resolution. I'm going to start losing that weight.
So your goals, are they long term? Have you said, okay, I'm going to lose a certain amount of weight. I'll be working out on this day. I'm going to be eating differently.
Right.
Have you put those steps in place?
I put those steps in place to get rid of the food that I don't want.
Okay. So
bad food and put in the good food.
So you have to make sure your goals are specific, measurable, and not vague.
That's right.
Not just saying, well, I'm going to get rid of this, or I'm going to. It's like, okay, make it plain.
That's right.
Make a plan.
That's right.
And so you can go step by step to reach them.
That's right. Be flexible and open to changing them along the way.
Oh, that's okay.
If you need to.
All right, being flexible.
If need to, you can make some changes.
Okay, just like if Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is not something that you can do, maybe 2 days it could be more realistic, especially if you're like a busy person. Or maybe you can like change your diet or just do certain things that can help you to reach your goal. If you press too hard, it's too much, then you do changes.
Number five is one of the greatest ones that we also need to take consideration is identify obstacles that might get in the way of your success.
Yes.
Just like you said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you're working hard, if you don't have the time, how many hours in the day, look out for the obstacles. Change, be flexible where you can change certain things through the course of the day, and times where you can go and get it in.
Look out for stress. Some people, when you have stress, it triggers people eating or people wanting to, lay down and do nothing. Stress. Those are some obstacles that get in the way. Or negative people. Kind of
That's right.
avoid
That's
negative
right.
people that, are looking at you and saying,
You said,
you said 5 years
you
ago,
said,
but you have to, make sure that you are looking at yourself and put on yourself and saying, I did say that, or I should do that. Make sure you are listening to that positive voice. Okay, those are obstacles. When you're listening to the negative, it kind of can bring you, to do nothing.
That's right. And make sure you hold yourself accountable. That's another one.
Yes.
Here's a partner with an accountability buddy, someone that's hold you accountable. Partner up with them.
Cool. I like that.
Set your reminder to help you stay motivated.
Set up your reminders.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. To help you to stay motivated. Here's the thing that we got to look at. Track your progress also.
I like that.
Track your progress. It's not like a light switch. Many of the behaviors links to resolutions involve active and habits that you may have for years. Give yourself some time to adapt and make change.
Absolutely.
Focus on starting a behavior. Research indicated that it's easy to start a behavior than to stop one. So instead of resolving to quitting something, instead resolve to begin doing something else. This is called approaching goals and avoiding goals.
But how Paula made a good point. Why? Why can't you keep your resolution? Why can't a person follow things through? And I want to know if people are really for real. Is it just a hype, just a New Year's thing, just something to be said, or are people really, honestly, in their heart and mind, made up their mind that look, I need to make this change?
I think a lot of people who make these commitments or these New Year's resolutions are really weighing them and making those changes. This is something that folks are saying, I want to do, I'm going to do it. I have this on my plate to do. I'm really serious about it. It could be for health reasons.
Yes.
It could be for tired of going to the store and buying belts and and pants and things of that nature. It can be a lot of things that folks are real serious about. Some folks are saying they're going to do certain things to get closer to God. What are you going to do?
I think people also need to look at their habits and addictions. You may want to change something, but that thing got you. Some people may want to stop smoking, but that thing has you.
Got
You don't know how to get away from that thing. That thing has you. Some people want to go for alcohol or something, overeating, or laziness. That thing has you, and you just can't get away from it just like that. You, in your heart, you want to do better, but you're gonna go have to go deeper and get some help in making sure you can see these things through. Those things you have to have realistic goals. Meaning, if you can so many pounds in your life, and say, I'm just gonna stop, and you can indulging, and just having a good time with whatever you want. By that time, 20 years in your life, you're 20, 30, 40, 50 years old, you, it has you have to do something or get that help where you can overcome habits.
And that's where we come when we partner up with people, buddy system.
Yeah,
when we use
go to a professional.
go to a professional. When you got the buddy system, someone that's not going to badger you, but encourage you.
Mhm.
See, sometimes folk know that you can do it. They and you know, and they sometimes they're jealous of you what you getting ready to do. So what they probably do was try to badger you, beat you over the head. I thought you said, well, wait a minute. It ain't for one day into New Year's. It ain't for 2 days into New Year's, and you don't know what the planning that one is doing in order for them to spoil. You only see they're not in the gym. That's what you look at. Oh, but they could be cut back on the eat habits.
Could be.
You don't know that. They don't know that. They don't know you cut back on the eat habit. It could be you're meditating, get your mind right to start. See, a runner that runs a race, he has to prepare himself for the race. You just can't get out there and run a marathon and ain't been no training. Mhm. So you got to train yourself. Here's another thing on how not to break your New Year's resolution. I want to help somebody because it's helping me because I'm gonna lose the weight that I said I'm gonna lose.
Excellent.
Now, here's some realistic expectations regarding resolution. You may not follow through with it. In fact, one study found out that nearly 1 out of 4 resolution makers didn't maintain new behavior past a week. 1 month into the new year, about half of the participants has already given up on their goal.
Wow.
In other words, it happens, but you can get back on track anytime, not just at the start of the year. Real and lasting changes happen when a person feels ready, not by picking an arbitrary date on the calendar, says the doctor. If you encounter struggles, don't give up. Instead, focus focus on getting back on track and not beating yourself up over missteps. Be kind and compassion towards yourself. Encourage. Change that take time. Just keep going and be persistent.
That's true. And
The
that's
end.
true. And be for real. A lot
That's
of
right.
people do a lot of talking. Oh, I'm going to do this. And sometimes it's not sincere. If you are struggling and you have habits and addictions, you know, uh, you have a problem with procrastination, let it know. Let us, let people know. Let somebody know so you can get help. We have someone that says, well, Ms. Thomas says, I found it beneficial to start the New Year's resolution before the New Year's. Slowly exercising, like parking further away and walking, eating habits, losing weight, only eat sweets on the weekend, building up the resolution starts. You're set up the expectation of the resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. Kind of like custom make,
That's right.
your
Design it for
resolution.
yourself. Yeah.
Design it something that really works and going slowly, step by step, little by little. If you haven't been in the gym for 20 years, you don't think you're gonna go Monday through Wednesday unless
That's
you
right.
have a coach or something like that. But if you can go one day, if you can
That's right.
change one thing, it's like she does the sweets on the weekend. She's not gonna overdo. She wants to lose weight. And make sure she, keeps herself just going too hard. Just little things you can change. I think that is a great thing to do is to start little by little, set realistic goals.
And that's what you do, Miss Hinton. You set realistic goals and start. Make sure you start. Don't let folk put peer pressure on you and so they're not in there with you when you starting what you do.
Absolutely. We want to say good morning and happy new year to Jesse Combs. Good morning, Miss Sheila Robbins. Thank you so much for joining us And look, you all come over here just for a few minutes. We want to give you some upcoming shows. And thank you so much for joining us on our Fun Friday show. Have a wonderful weekend.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to FY Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm at Everett, the co-host. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9:30 to 10, right here on WPPO 1350 WMBO 88.9 Peace 95.3 FM and WPCE 1400 AM on all social media platforms. Don't forget to join us and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
To get to this place, started out. Wow. Hey, how are you doing? We want to say good morning to our Instagram people. Thank you for joining us. We clicked on, we thought we had you on live, but hey, we have you on live now. We just want to remind you that we come on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 a.m. Yes, we pull Instagram in and all our other social media. We're talking about New Year's resolutions and how to keep the New Year's resolution. And I'm telling you, one of the is to set goals, but make them realistic.
That's right.
Stay positive and kind of reinvent as you go, custom make, and make sure keeping a watch on the things that you see. These things are beneficial to you. If you feel like you need to move cigarette smoking away, or excessive drinking and partying, or too much social media, or if you want to now educate yourself more, just slowly sure get into looking out for yourself. That's the main thing. It's yours. It's your New Year's resolution. It's something that's going to benefit you. You do it and keep it.
Do you really think that folks are addicted to social media?
Yes, they are.
Do you really think?
Not only social media, phone and computer.
That's true.
You can't, if you use that phone, you're going to go start breaking that. Just like some of the kids, you take those phones away, they're tear the house. It's an addiction for some, where when people, they wake up with it, they go to bed with it, they walk around with it. You can't get them to do the Bible like that, though. Some people, and some people, it's just in excess. Some of those things can be more positive things. If you have say I'm going to build a business, but you're on social media 24/7, you're not going to build a business like that. You may have to push aside some of that social media to actually learn what it takes to build a business, knowing that a business takes time and a lot of effort. And so, some things we have to have it, and it makes us lose time. How many people wake up in the middle of the night and they're on social media? You're supposed to sleep, get a good night's sleep, but you on social media. Why? Who's up there talking to you? Do you have a podcast during that time? Why are you there during the middle of the night? And so, and then wake up, I'm so tired. So, certain things we got to look at and say, okay, maybe I can change these habits, or maybe I can make my life better by not indulging in these things. Maybe I shouldn't be going to some of these places that's going to cause me to be negative and feel bad about myself. We got to really do self-examination and see what things, small things first, that can help our lives to be better.
That's right, Mr. And you're certainly right. Some of the things that we got to do is, for one, that we are having we're going through something. Whether or not, if you spend more time, if you wake up in the morning, you got to have your cell phone. You go to bed at night, you got to have your cell phone right there beside you. That's
the baby ball.
That's an addiction. If you cannot, and here's another thing, if you cannot put your phone on the charger and leave and then have a full charge, you got an addiction. If you got to take your charger to the bed when you go,
yes,
and because you're going to find yourself picking up your phone on the phone all night long. You might be looking at CNN news, or you might be looking at a television show on your phone, or and so. But the thing about it is, and then you ask yourself, why I can't get a good night's sleep? Well, because you have an addiction. I know a fellow who has that smokes cigarettes, smokes cigarettes. Well, the doctor told that he has only 17% of his lungs, and if he don't quit smoking cigarettes, and it's going to take him out of here. But he had the audacity to say, Miss Hinton, that I got to go away with some.
So he won't put down that bad habit, even if it would help himself. See, that's what I'm saying. When you're doing stuff and it's detrimental to yourself, you need to turn that thing around. You need to set goals to make yourself a more healthier person. But anyway, we're gonna talk more about these things. I think we're gonna do it on our After Dark show. We're gonna talk about how to keep these. This is a great topic, and we're gonna talk about how to keep your New Year's resolution on our Monday After Dark show. In the meantime, Mr. E, before we go, I wanted to say something about that tea.
What tea?
How many saw Superman on social media? Speaking of the news, I saw on BBC as well. Superman is getting on court.
That's the whole thing in the nutshell. Is the court system going to the dogs like everything else?
I think it was the person that thought it was Superman.
Well, I think that there are. I think that they should have been able to contain him before.
When they didn't know he was
they didn't know it. They did not know he's going. But there should be somebody standing behind him just in case he makes the wrong move. Look what happened in that thing. I've seen it several times. That this guy, the lady had given him a little talkie talk and say that, and she saw, and that somebody else saw him, and how he done changed his ways.
And there was a young man in the courtroom and standing before the judge, and the judge was telling him, "Look, your history tells me that you I can't have you out in these streets. You've been doing some things. You got a history of doing some things." And she said, she was almost like, "Listen, I'm just gonna teach your mind a lesson." And I tell you what, Superman put his cape on, and I mean. Everybody thought it was a fake because I have never seen anybody in this world die like that anywhere. That mother died right across the leg on a bar, heard the judge and just had a time. And was going. I don't know what he was going to do to that woman.
If he got a hold of that woman, nobody could tell what he would have done. But thank God that she was okay.
She's okay, but he got himself.
He got some time coming to him.
Yeah, they charged him with assault and things like that. But that was the first. I mean, and the memes that are going out there is unbelievable. People are so, they just cannot believe that something like that happened before our very eyes. And that's what it is about the news now. You got the news in real time in this day and time. You see things as it happens. One time back in the day, you heard about, it was reported on. But in this day and time, technology, you see all kinds of things
in real time. That's right. We'll see it right here, and it's live before your very eyes.
Absolutely.
One time you heard about it, and like you said, but now it's right before your very eyes.
Absolutely. There's so many great things going on. People are talking about, did you go see it? Are you going to see it? We want to give away some tickets, not today, but some tickets away to our viewers and listeners. I saw it. I thought it was absolutely fabulous. I would love to see it actually. And so that's out there, Mr. E. Also, got Cat Stevens. Everything in company on black. I mean, everything on black, and absolutely, just hilarious to to see how people just they want to call her just like Taraji Winston. She's talking about, no pay. I mean, the pay is not all that good. People are just talking and telling and exposing so many things.
And not only that, they talk about business and how they're not getting paid. You find out the real professionals when their money gets funny and the change gets strange. Here's another thing that we need to talk about, on our feed for now, is that we need to talk about how how DeSante and political news, how she is not standing up to being an Indian. Really.
Haley, well, you don't have to dig deep in that because it was a little controversy as to who she was and if she was an Indian or came allegedly, and not only about the Civil War and not wanting to talk about slavery, all that things like that. There's so many things going on, so many things to get our attention, so many things happening, and then we have the nerve to have 2024 election coming, and that's going to be it's going to be a lot of drama, a lot of tea, and Lord knows I don't know what's going to happen as we get closer to election day.
One of the things I want to let folks are not allowing your president to be on the ballots.
Your president. Biden I know Biden was known to be on ballot.
You know who I'm talking about?
I don't know.
The orange man, the one that has the
one-hit wonder.
The one-hit wonder. The one that's in China. The one that all this wickedness, they do all this wickedness with it.
Oh, I think we're going to keep watching. That's President Trump, who has 91 indicted charges against him. We're going to see what happens. Hey, it's in the hands of the law, in the hands of the judges, Supreme Court. And I tell you what, it's going to be in the hands of the people coming in November 2024. So we're going to keep watching on that. But in the meantime, we want you all to continue to join us on Mondays and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Also, we come on after dark. We're going to finish our topic on our FYI after dark on Monday. Also, don't forget about following us on social media. Making sure you tell people about our radio show. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel. Go to YouTube at Crystal Records 1, CRISTO. And some of our upcoming shows, we're going to be talking about fitness and health. We have Coach Liz that's going to be on to talk about how we all can get healthy, not just Mr. E. All of us can change these habits and get to going. Also, Mr. E, we're going to continue our sports talk segment, what's under the hat, and also what's the positive issues concerning women. We're going to be doing some things on our After Dark show with panel discussion and speakers. We just want to make sure we have a great show for you all. We want you all to keep tuning in.
That's right. And don't forget, Ms. Hinton, that we got your predictions for this weekend for the football.
All right, let's get them.
We got your predictions. So this week on football, Ms. Hinton has chosen that the Baltimore Ravens going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Indianapolis Colts going to beat the Houston, Texas. The Cleveland Browns going to beat Cincinnati. Minnesota Vikings going to beat Detroit. Tennessee Titans going to beat Jacksonville. The New Orleans Saints going to beat Atlanta. The Jets going to beat New England. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will beat Carolina. Chicago Bears going to beat Green Bay. The Raiders going to beat Denver. Philadelphia going to beat the Giants. Seattle going to beat Arizona. Kansas City going to beat the Chargers. San Francisco 49ers going to beat the Rams. Dallas going to beat the Washington Commanders. And Miami going to beat Buffalo.
All right. Now, so look, you all tune in on Monday for our sports talk. We look forward to seeing you. We want you to have a wonderful day. Thank you, Stan498, for joining us on Instagram and all you all that are on our social media platforms. Thank you for joining us. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. If you're in a cold state, stay
Take some
warm.
pictures,
Oh
send it to
my
us. Yeah.
goodness. But anyway, be blessed and have a wonderful weekend. Mr. E's going to tell you how you can be a special guest sponsor or intern. First of all, let me remind you all, make sure you go to WOMN, Academy.com. Look at all of the things that we have for our young people, for our families, for our youth. Also, the Royal Lake, we still can get you a pie and some other goodies. Just go to my page and inbox to taste these delicious pies. Don't forget the game. The game is over. You all can go to your Apple Store, or you can go to your Google Play Store, BULVIC. And the ladies' music, as a matter of fact, there's a new single this year.
Yeah.
I want you to stay for that as well. So, Miss E, how can you be a special guest sponsor?
If you like this special guest or sponsor of intern Talk About Radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is go to FYI Radio Show hosted by Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. All you have to go to FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com, or you can call 757-714-7861. I'll give the telephone number 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com, or you can go to our Facebook page, Everette Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, and drop in the information. We'll be sure to get back with you.
Thanks, Sandy, 1951. Thank you for joining us. But you all be blessed. Everyone can join us back here. Instagram, sorry we came on. We really getting you all. We start getting you all. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you on Monday at 9 a.m. Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. Do the same. 2 up, 2 down. Peace.